What's up, cat? Oh, there we go. Okay. I forgot I had my mic monitoring on so I could hear myself. That was a bit weird. I would like to be able to hear myself when I talk so then I can know if I need to adjust microphone settings, but I can't talk when I hear my own voice. It's very weird. It's like it feels like I'm interrupting someone and I stop talking or like I mix my words. How's your day going so far? And speaking of, hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 7:30 p.m. Central Time. The promptathon is unfortunately over. Ironically, I forgot to submit my prompt for the final day of the promptathon, so I earned a silver badge instead of a gold one, submitting 6 out of 7 prompts. But don't know why the timer's doing that. That's it's a bit strange. We'll just we'll stop that. But yeah, so I adjusted some microphone settings, so if I'm peaking or anything, let me know. I could turn my microphone down. It should be a bit louder and a bit nicer now. You have art block. Interesting. What does art block entail for you? What do you think stopping your why do you think you don't want to create art? And while you answer that, we'll head over here. My music player decided to break, but yeah, we'll get started with warm up. Oh, I forgot to reset it from last stream. That's why. Okay, cool. Anyways, let's get started. Ooh. That was the sound of me dropping my fine liner. I thought I moved my mic into a good position before stream, but I guess I didn't. Every time I draw something, it's not good, and I'm like, you know. Well, I don't even know what art block is, but from the sound of it, it just sounds like you're being very self-critical. Which happens, you know. What's up, Bear? Sometimes it's really hard to separate ourselves from the outcome of our art. Like you forgot how to draw. Interesting. Well, there's tons of factors at play there, but I think for me, if I was in your situation, the biggest one for me would be like, why do I think it looks bad? It was bad. I'm slowly picking up what is missing. Did you have anything that helped you, Bear, to get back on track with that? It's really unfair because I've had moments like those too, and you can't really put a reason behind it. Like why it sucks. You just draw something and you're dissatisfied. I think a big part of it, and one thing that helped me was readjusting my frame of reference towards I like drawing. I don't necessarily have to like the end product. I like the exploration and the figuring things out and the making something on a page. I completely dismissed how the instructor approached his animation, So I'm just rewatching, relearning how he approached it. Nice. And today was somewhat better. Kat, you use a lot of words, best work, better, worse, bad. How do you qualify these things? And I get it's if you don't know how, that's totally fine. It happens to me too. Sometimes I draw something like that's bad, and I don't really have any objective basis for that. But I think giving yourself a reason as to why it's good or bad, quote unquote, right? Because at the end of the day, those are opinions. Um, gives you a basis for which you can improve. Hey, what's up? Does it quantification or qualification? What's up, Delano? Or maybe like quantify. I think the problem with comparing yourself to your art past is those drawings are just the jackpots from that point. I said quantify. Oh, actually, I think quantify is the right word. Because when you qualify your work, you're saying, I feel this, I feel that. But when you quantify it, you're like, okay, this is right, this is wrong. My best work is the art when I don't see my mistakes. Oh, quantify. Okay. Oh, I said quantify. Oh, gotcha. When you don't see any mistakes. I forgot I had this song queued. And what are your mistakes? Yeah. Remember, Kat, the whole thing Uncomfortable touts is we're not here to make pretty pictures. I've had that struggle too with looking at my old art and wishing it was just like that, but it doesn't really happen that way no matter how much you want it. Okay, so I was drawing something and I really like the next day I look at the same art and I'm like, no. Well, that's still like, very opinionated, right? And hey, yeah. Is it your sense of anatomy? Is it your line work? Your medium? I feel like as a self-taught artist, it's very important to develop that internal sense of like legitimate critique where you're like, oh, I could have done this better, not just like, oh, I did this wrong. You could say like, I did this wrong because. And once again, it's sometimes just we don't feel it. I get that. Sometimes we just feel ick about what we make. And I don't think I've ever been able to completely solve that other than just trying to reground myself with why I make art in the first place, which is the enjoyment of it, not really the products that it yields or anything like that. I don't know, I just look at it and I'm like, I can do better. Hmm. Do you know how you could do better? Cat, what I'm seeing, and I could be wrong, right? But what I'm seeing through a lot of this is you're saying a lot of, once again, opinionated stuff, but you don't have much basis, or you're not telling us that you have basis for the things that you can correct. And so I think a good course of action, and once again, this is my opinion, you could trust it or deny it however much you want, um, is just visiting, what can I do? Give an actionable next step. for your work. And if you can't find that for yourself, then submit it for critique. Give it to other people. Kindly, because like critique is a hard thing to come by sometimes. But just say, hey, how could I improve? What are some next steps? Here's something I don't like about it. Cat, passion for art comes in two flavors, positive passion and negative passion. We all need to be careful about the way we talk about ourselves and progress and work. Say this with a lot of experience being negative. Do not say negative things to yourself. I know it's easy to self-deprecate, and I know I do it myself all the time. We need to trade ourselves, do it ourselves, because it's not good for motivation. I kind of like latching onto that. I feel we say these things to ourselves because it's a form of protection. Because if we're the first to critique our own work and be spiteful of it or whatever, we spare ourselves the harm from letting other people's do that. So if we say like, oh, I didn't like this drawing, now you can't complain about it because I've already complained about it. Not that that's real or that's what you're doing, but it's a reason why we're so self-critical, is to protect ourselves, weirdly enough. Yeah. Kat, the best thing you can do for yourself is draw. Or I mean, like, in the context of improving at art. You've shown great progress already, and to abandon that now would be a shame. And if you need a next step from me, or like just a solid next step, I would say, hey, submit some of your work and ask it for critique. You may not like it, but people could really like it. And they can help you like it by showing you how to improve. Art is tough. Especially for that reason, too. And honestly, Kat, if you have the time, I would highly recommend listening to the Draftsman podcast. They cover a lot of stuff like this all the time. And they're much wiser than really any of us in this chat right now. Not as a detriment to anybody, but come on. Those guys are the pros. And so if you need wise words, I'd definitely recommend them. I've been on this box for a bit. I'm okay with doing an extended warm up today because we haven't touched boxes or like cylinders in a minute, so getting used to it again. It's a big thing for me. Something's off here. I don't know why I keep doing this line, but it's really bothering me. What's up, gal? Multi-chat moment. Nutty was streaming with multi-chat today, so I'm going to stream with multi-chat today. And if I get banned for it, then sure. I honestly I wish I could write a letter to Twitch, because their reasons for banning multi-chat is so stupid. The CEO or whoever it was, I sent a video in the streaming channel. He was like, they do it because you can't Twitch can't be responsible for what people on other platforms say. Well, guess what? It's always been the job of the streamer to moderate chat. Like if it's a video game, it's our responsibility that people don't say slurs or anything, right? And then I can't remember their other reasons, but it was just kind of ridiculous. I highly disagree with it. Nutty was kind of going off during his stream about it. He was joking, of course, but it's good to see him back. And this is my silent protest of it. Psh, what does Jim Carrey know? He's not a botanist. He's a comedian. No, I'm kidding. That's a nice quote. Yikes. Messed up those later lines. Oof, that one was rough. Cat, I'm not gonna rain on your parade, but that seems like a very I don't know, opinionated goalpost. I'm just looking to draw fan art. You can draw fan art right now. You have been drawing fan art. You drew an amazing Zorro, Law. You drew. It was Robin, I believe. You've drawn, some great characters, and you've done a good job making fan art. So, where's the end to that, right? Eesh, messed that end part up. If you guys ever want one of these pages, let me know. I literally have hundreds, probably maybe near 1,000 at this point of warm-up pages. Okay, probably not 1,000, but like probably somewhere near like 400. I'd love more printer paper. No, this is all mine. You know, that's the thing I'm gonna miss about. I'm probably gonna be a digital artist, right? I'll do like my initial sketch and everything on paper. I've seen Dio do this a lot, and then once I'm done with that, I'll transfer it to But then again, I like the iterative and like very quick paced workflow of digital for initial sketches. Rendering though is probably my least favorite part of traditional, and so letting digital help me with that would be a nice alternative. But I mean, here, actually, I'm not sure if I've shown that. I've sent pictures of this before, but here, since we're basically at BRB, let me see if I can. Here, Kat, you can draw mini Zora arts right now. Oh my god. Oh, this was a mistake. Okay, everybody. So, I'm skipping this song. It's a bit depressing. Oh, there we go. So everybody, I'm not even sure if I can fit this underneath my camera. I have to move my mic. So I have two binders. This is most of my Drawbox work and spare pages and warm-up pages. Like, this is like the buffer, right? This has my favorite Drawbox stuff, and then this, right? This is before I got sketchbooks, before I was really like, this is all my earlier 50% every single warm up I've ever done. This thing is like 10 pounds. Like, I please guys, this is a PSA. Keep every single, what's up for? Welcome. Keep every single piece of art you've ever made ever. Keep everything. Keep every napkin, every sticky note, every index card, every paper, did I already say that? Every sketchbook, everything. If it's bad or good, please, for the love of all that is good, keep it. It is so well worth it. Welcome to the stream. Hope your day is going well. We're actually about to hit a BRB4, but we'll be chatting it up in there. And in fact, for those who don't know, we'll be running 2 minutes of ads to get rid of pre-rolls on the Twitch side. For YouTube people, we'll just hang out for a second. So yeah, we'll be right back. Ads. Vanish to the ads dimension. Don't worry, YouTube people. Actually, I don't say I want to give people ads on YouTube, but I feel like it's unfair, right? For people to not get ads and Twitch people to get ads. I could do real life sponsorships. Actually, I'm not sponsored, but everybody go to drawbox.com for completely free art that you don't have to pay for. That's the ad. You guys had to sit through that. Meta, meta mis huevos en tu boca. I love who was that? Was that Iron Mouse? Who did that? Meta mi huevos. Meta mi huevos en tu boca. Fillion? I think it was Fillion. Can you eat your art? What does this mean, Kat? Okay, I probably can't hear me because of ads, but yes. Cakes are considered art. True. That is very true. I can eat art. Give me a good piece of paper, I'll chomp on it. I eat art all the time. Shout out all chefs. Can we have like a today? Let today be Chef Day. International. Oh, banana. The banana art bear. That's a reference. Everybody, shout out. Can we shout out like all chefs and cooks ever? Like, I get it. We pay and sometimes a lot of money to eat at restaurants or things like that. But there's people in the back like actually making sure this is good. Paper is edible. Some, yes, but it's I don't know if we should be telling people to eat their paper. Maybe if it's like rice paper or like there's like sugar paper. I feel like we could maybe encourage that, preferably with not like edible ink. Shout out to the chefs and cooks. Heck yeah. Making our food, making it taste good, putting love and respect into that. How could you go wrong? How could you go wrong with a burger? When I worked with sous chefs and stuff. What? I stubbed my toe. Oh, shoot. Cake paper. Like, when I worked with chefs, I don't know why when I went into my restaurant job thinking that, like, chefs and cooks and line cooks and stuff didn't, like, care about food, but they care about it so much. They care about making it good so much. They could get away with things, not like evil, like, I'm going to put poison in today. Like, no, they're not going to do that, but, like, they could get away with just like, oh yeah, I don't really care, just send this out. But no, they're like, hey, we're remaking that. And I'm like, shoot, man, that's like very good. Can I draw on sugar paper? I don't know. Here, let's look up sugar paper. Sugar paper. Social stationery with style. Oh, I think this is like a brand. If you draw food on the paper, it's edible now. I do not know about that. Print on it. If I print hyper-realistic burger, can I eat it? I'm gonna eat it. No. What if I just look up edible paper? Edible paper. Is it gonna bring up like edible paper or like paper I can eat? Paper to eat. Printable edible wafer paper sheets for $16 on Amazon. Oh, $6.99 delivery. Oh, shoot. No, $16. Edible paper. Should I do that as a bit, guys? Should I should I do a stream where like I'm doing boxes or something and then at the end I'm like, I don't like this and I just eat it. Ah, dang it, that's a Germa bit. That's just a Germa bit. I don't know what bit, but he probably did that already. Frick. Eat paper. Who's to say this stream I haven't already set that bit up? Who knows? Anyways, let's head over here for the well, not warm up. Please. Comedians borrow jokes. All artists steal. Steal? Seal. So yeah, I really want you to eat paper. Are you like what is it? The Wonder Bread dude? The dude who commissioned like hundreds of artists to draw women like buying Wonder Bread? Isn't that a thing? That guy scares me. Oh shoot, wrong button. No, I'm not over. I fat fingered this. Anyways, cool. So yeah, we returned to boxes. We are on our 205th, 200 something. I don't know. Stop. No. Oh no. Is the Wonder Bread guy like a bad thing? Did I say something? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, it was just the stream ending. Cool. But also, before I get started, I've been wanting to draw Cayman. I always say it wrong when I'm on stream because I get nervous. Dora Hedoro guy. Cayman, whatever. You just have a paper on stream. You don't know what, so you just eat the paper. Um, I don't know what to do half the time. But I really want to draw art. And I actually have a watercolor kit that I got, and I kind of want to use it for that. So we'll see. Watercolor stuff, though. It's scary. But for now, boom, there's our timer. Boom. Let's get started on some cylinders, guys. So it's been a minute. I may need some grace. But you know, I'm loving Dora Hedoro. Can we replace hydrate with eat paper? I may do a 10,000. You know what? Guys, this paper is $16. It's $16. So I may make. I could maybe make. How would you know I'm eating it though? I don't have a face cam. I would be like, I'll buy it and make it like 10,000. So you'd have to waste 2 wheel spins. King of the hill. Someone said hydrate. Ah, screw this Band-Aid, man. Whatever. But you know, Dorohedoro is great. I love it. It's so unserious. I love the world building. Oh my gosh. Your crunches. I am not ASMRing paper. That's my I can't do his voice, but I love that bit. That's my purse. I don't know. I can't do his voice. See, man, that voice, whoever that voice actor is for whatever that kid's name is. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello. Yeah, I can't do it, but my voice is a bit scratchy today. I almost started to warm up. I don't know why. Okay, let's focus up for a second. Hello, Teddy Pim. Hello, Teddy Pim. How do you draw a cylinder, guys? Dude, my bird notification is getting spammed right now. This is crazy. The crows are here. Sadly, I'm not turning on crow cam tonight, unfortunately, everybody. I didn't want to set it up. Which it takes like 3 clicks, but I didn't want to. I'm telling you, I don't want to be a voice actor, but I want to voice act for something, and I don't want my name on it because I would get embarrassed. Oh yeah, we have a bird cam set up some streams, and I get notifications whenever they show up. And there's a lot of crows hanging out right now. So let's do a slightly rotated left, high degree, stubby, low foreshortening cylinder. You guys got that? Want me to repeat that? Because I can't. But no, Dorohedoro gets so many points for me for its world building. Characters are, they're good, whatever. Just subs. Oh, thank you. Very kind of you. YouTube's been relatively dry as of recent. I think it's just because the move to Twitch. We lost a bit of the YouTube audience. But thank you. And then also Dorohedoro. We lost the like grunge aesthetic of the early 2000s. And describing the cylinder he wants to make: double trophy bossy deluxe on a raft, 4x4. I can't do his voice. I almost did Trump. Oh geez. 4x4. No, it turns into Trump so fast I can't do his voice. Oh. 4x4. I'm loving this music right now. I draw cylinders so I can draw human. Exactly. I'm really appreciating like how splanky this music is. It has like a little hint of, little bit of splank, just a tiny bit of splank that I can respect. I feel like not enough music has splank in it. Whew. Winter's End. The lightness of splanks. It's so important. But yeah, Dorohedoro. Sorry, I keep going on this tangent and then losing it. But we lost the grunge aesthetic that like Half-Life Beta, Aphex Twin, like a lot of these things had in the early 2000s, and Dorohedoro had it. A little bit of Splunk's always welcome. Almost necessary on this channel. And like I just read volume 1 chapter 1 of Dorohedoro, and the art style definitely will improve. I can tell because it's there. Cayman's face is like a little bit. Kaiman, why am I blinking? A little bit wonky in these earlier ones compared to like the other art I've seen of him. I just love the grunt. They embrace the chaos of texture. Your eyes kind of searching everywhere. Like it takes oh my, so close to the wheel, huge. But your eyes looking everywhere, and usually I'd say that's a bad thing, and I mean it is, right? If you have too much noise, but I think it makes you like focus on what the picture is, and you read into it a little bit more. That sounds a bit pretentious, but that's the way I see it. You send me something? Uh-oh. Changes a lot, yeah. I mean, I can't imagine it's easy to draw a lizard's face. I mean, if you draw it 100 times, then you'll probably start getting some consistency, but like it's so shapely and he has a lot going on, very expressive. Also, one thing that's weird about his design is the crosses on his eyes. I had to like do a double take because sometimes it has the wrong expression because I think the cross on his eye is his pupil. So it like reads a bit strangely sometimes. Oh yes, I did see this. I saw you post this, Monkey. I may try that out at the end. I'll look at it once we're done with a box or two, and then I'll check it out. Monkey sent me something. It's a looks to be a box drawing guessing game. Wonder how it works. Actually, I had something, guys. You will not believe me. I have proof of it though. I wanted to make something a lot. If it's what I think it is, I wanted to make something a lot like this about 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. Actually, sorry, a year ago, when I was making cab tools, and it was on my. I have a piece of paper and a picture of that piece of paper with a box guessing game on it. So if these are similar, I'm filing for copyright. I should have patented it. Also, I've been going through a lot of my older streams. Why do you guys watch this? I rewatched almost all of Lesson 3, or not like fully, like I skimmed around and I was at 2x speed, but I watched a huge chunk of all of Lesson 3 and 4 streams over the past week. What the hell? Also, I feel like I had such an attitude shift between Lesson 4 and 5 because of that one semester I went through. From like, come on guys, let's go to Lesson 4, to like, okay guys, we're drawing a Okapi today. Number 15, Okapi. Today we're drawing an Okapi native to, I don't even know where it is. Plugs Wearsby, sorry. I like that. This feels square, but I haven't looked at a square in a while. I've listened to this playlist so much, and probably you guys too. Oh, why has this been happening? All of my tabs have been just disappearing at random whenever I click somewhere, and it's rage-inducing, to say the least. Like, I didn't know I had a explode everything button. Good man, have you got to go, man. I hope you have a nice day. I hope you have a wonderful day too. Thank you very much for subscribing, and stay well. I almost ran out of breath right there for some odd reason. There will be a stream someday where I'm not as awkward, I promise you guys. Actually, that would have been stream 420, but... Sounded like the pufferfish eating a carrot. Ugh. Ugh. I'm not. I'm done. That was the last one you guys get. Oh, okay. Cursed. I'm sorry. Blame Monkey. He's giving me voice prompts, and I can't help but do them. I just like gulped down so much water, and I was very afraid that I didn't mute myself. Lesson 5 was 100 streams. That's like one arc. The pacing is terrible. Ban cat. No, yeah. I mean, I took my time and I learned a ton from it. So I think every bit of it was what was needed to be where I am today. I doubled up on the line. Frick! Oh, no, 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 no. Why'd I do that? Turn my brain off. Got a dip. Okay, bye bye. Frick. Okay, who cares? Oh, why did I double up on the line? My brain's off. Ugh, whatever. Here, wait. Mocha. Next promptathon, I'm like writing Sharpie on my hand. Submit prompt. I'm never doing that again, dude. I'm so mad. I was folding laundry in my bed watching Germa, and I literally shut up when I realized I didn't submit it. I was like, I like threw my laundry across my room, like ran to my phone because I was like watching it on my shelf and like scrolling through it to see if I submitted, and I didn't. And I like I fell on my knees, crying, screaming. Let me shorten this. There. Okay, whatever. I got gold. Yeah, I guess you did. Congrats. That sounded like a very mean congrats. That was like congrats. Yeah, great job. Oh, frick, why am I doing... You know what? Why was today's Wordle so difficult? I don't know, but actually, I had one person who got it in 3. So I don't know why I'm being so neurotic with the boxes today. I swear I'll calm down. I just need a moment. I think it was because it started weirdly. And then had like a weird pairing of vowels. They hate us. It's okay. Wait, what the heck am I doing? Okay, whatever. Cav. How am I supposed to fit a box here? Yo, you might have cheated. Cat, where's your integrity? As I say, redoing multiple boxes. Wordle's about solving the puzzle and having a little bit of a challenge. Okay, so this line is shorter, which means the VP is closer, which means if this line was going right here, then we would need this VP to go in faster. You're gonna buy a dictionary for Wordle? Don't you have like Google? Move that VP closer. The old game of is it square kills me every time because I never spend enough time evaluating if it is square or not. Because this way it seems like it's too deep, but over here, getting a physical dictionary gives you +2 intelligence. I have like a crapped out Merriam-Webster dictionary from like middle school in my room that is like torn apart. Because in order to gain knowledge, every night before I went to bed, I would eat 1 page of the dictionary and learn about like 14 to 20 words and their synonyms. One of my friends just sent me, I have the greatest video ever made. I need you to tell me that you're ready for it. What does that mean? Were you chewing on it? Nah, I one shot that thing. Just inhaled it. That was gone. Ooh, guys, I have a really tough story. My sister gave me permission to tell the story. Do they even have that? I wonder. I bet there's a Wordle. Yeah, I bet there's like a Wordle dictionary out there. So this story is tough. It's a quick one. I'll stop hyping it up. So my sister is in an online statistics class. And today was her first day of class. So she joins the Zoom meeting. And I guess immediately she decided, I wouldn't say insulting, but she decided to start commenting on the appearance of the professor, saying certain things, not really in a mean light, just being like, oh, this. And she didn't realize that she was not muted. And he brought it up later, and I don't want to repeat what she said, but like, dude, that's tough. Lesson be learned for all of you guys. Hot mics are a real thing. It's happened on stream. It'll happen to you. Be ready for it. The best thing to, prevent a hot mic in the first place is don't say anything sensitive near a microphone. So yeah. Rest in peace, my little sister. And for the video, I'm not ready yet because we are streaming right now, but I'm very excited to see it in a bit. See close to 90 degrees here and then go out a little bit. It's going to be a very wonky looking box. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if commenting on one's appearance is crazy work. You can't control your looks. True. That is also a very good fact, Kat. Now, thankfully, she didn't say anything mean or explicit like he is ugly, but she's just like, oh, he has this. And in that context, that kind of comment, I wouldn't want it, especially if I was like if on stream. Actually, okay, on stream is different because like you guys owe me no respect as like you owe respect to your teacher, but a random streamer, people say anything, you'd be like, why does he look like that? I'll just have to deal with that. But same thing. It's like saying you were born wrong. Guys, I learned how to drop the little metal thingy on the end of my desk, and it's made all the difference for ghosting and rotating my page and stuff. Yeah, what is your beak? Dude, don't comment about my beak. What? Who told you? You guys have only seen like usually like side profiles of Gravel. I know that's not true, but like you see a side profile of him, but he turns around and his beak is just like either like massively wide or just like paper thin. Like, I feel like massively wide because like a thin beak, like doves have thin beaks, and that kind of makes sense. But like a grackle with like a huge wide, like a crow beak or bigger, like a toucan beak. Oh my gosh. Guys, I was in the parking lot yesterday. Oh yeah, here, I'll show this off. A store, no goodness. A little bit of a haul for you guys. The store had these, okay? This was $1. It's a little metal tin that I could just put my kneaded erasers in now. This is huge. And like you could put a normal eraser right there too. And then next, this was $2, which is a nice little metal case. Look at that. What the heck? Awesome. And like this nice brushed aluminum. I love it. And then I got this. This was the most expensive. This was I think $12, $11. It's a little watercolor kit. Look at that. And you can take the plastic out, so then it just becomes like a normal case. So, big haul. I've been wanting to draw like a Kaiman and then a Gravel and Kaiman thing, because they're both like Kaiman's whole thing is he does have big ol' eyes. That's not his like whole character. He's very expressive, but he does have big ol' eyes. Some lookers. Is that the right word? I don't think that's the right word. Anyways, what kind of bird? Gravel is a great-tailed grackle. Grackles are super common. They're trash birds. It's like as pigeons are to New York, grackles are to like every like half the states in the U.S. If you see those black birds, like those medium-sized black birds in like parking lots, that's a grackle. This was in the pop quiz. Guys, I will, whenever I retire, I will be hosting a pop quiz. Oh, Already, we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, in terms of stuff that you missed, it was just the prompt, or you were here for a bit of the promptathon, and just cylinder drawings. A little bit of smearing of ink. I could already tell this is very rectangular. Yeah, during the promptathon, we did have our longest streams yet, and some of my favorite artwork ever. Probably never gonna do that again though. Or like, if we're having a 7-hour stream, I'm not doing it all in 1 hour, one drawing. Like, there has to be multiple drawings in there or something. Or like, you know, just the stream has to happen to be 7 hours. I love promptathon. Or like, if I had like, I could do a 7-hour stream if I had like a 2-hour break in between. So like 3.5 hours, then have a 2-hour break, and then another 3.5 hours or something like that, you know? Yeah, it was a lot. Bear was there for a majority of it. I'd say, like, other than maybe the last 30 minutes or to an hour, she was on the bus, marching along. I don't know what on the bus means or marching along, but she was there. It was mainly by the end of it just Bear and Cal. I wouldn't blame anyone for wanting to leave a 7-hour stream like this. There's this evil little worm in my head that says draw more cylinders tonight. But I know that evil worm, and it is the worm that makes me rush and draw poorly. So I probably will not be listening to it if we still have time. I don't want to overload myself tonight. In fact, we're going to be taking it pretty easy with these streams going forward because I'm working on the lesson videos. And actually, during the day, I'm probably going to be doing some lesson 3, 4, and 5 drawings in my free time to help explain certain concepts. And I'm not sure if this is too ambitious, but I want to pick up Blender for animating some stuff for the videos. Just like primitives and stuff, but yeah, it's more work. More fun work. And especially a good reason, a good opportunity to learn Blender. Oops. Yeah. I'm just scared I won't have enough time to do it. That's my big fear. Because obviously anyone can learn Blender. My goal is to completely finish the script and the what are they called? It's not exactly what it is, but it's basically like, oh my gosh, when storyboard, the script and storyboard for the video, and the storyboard really just meaning what graphics I'm gonna show. I make all graphics and everything before the video, and then usually I have to make a couple during, but it's not that bad. Part of my brain is like, how hard could it be? But the other part of my brain is like, it's gonna be hard. And then there's that other part of my brain which is two wolves and they're gay and they're kissing. I love that video so much. I may pull that one up. Inside of you, there are two wolves. One is a boy wolf, and the other is a boy wolf, and they are gay. They are kissing. $30. This was just a rectangle, and I'm not happy about that. We'll continue. Because if I keep redoing boxes all day, I'll never finish. My center line has never been accurate. Never ever. Drawing since middle school. Didn't know anything about the fundamentals at the time. I was just copying other people's work. I don't know how long I should tell people that I've been drawing. Because, like, you know, on the books, actually trying to learn to draw and drawing for myself, 2 years. But, you know, I was, like, into architecture and... What am I doing that? Other stuff. Before that, mechanical drawing, or, you know, like, drawing for machine shop stuff. Is isometric and is really nothing special. Or, like, quick drafts for, like, blueprints for video game maps. I'm gonna go mess with something real quick. Oh yeah, someone. Oh my gosh, sorry. When I was muted, someone followed us. Backstage passes 123-2013 followed us. Thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. Very kind. Oh man, I feel so bad. I missed that when I was in BRB. God, I hate this box so much. It sucks. It's so rectangular. Nah, Cat, you're like, you're preaching to the choir. You know, that's very valid, and I understand that frustration. And a lot of people, I've seen so many people harbor that same sentiment. But like those only ifs and such will only get us nowhere. Because like, yeah, we could have been studying quantum physics when we were 1 year old and be a kid genius or a genius by now, right? But no, we don't have that foresight or knowledge. The best time to pick up art was 10 years ago. The next best time is now. I messed up that quote, but you know what? I've never been one for good delivery. Coulda, woulda, shouldas just give us another reason to be angry at ourselves. It's the same mentality of like when you come up with a really good argument after you had an argument with someone. You're like, only I used that. Dude, what is this ellipse? Oh, jeez. Okay. Major axis. It's gonna be like right here. Precise, but not accurate. But hey, we got the major axis pretty close there. Seeing the minor axis. So I'm decently proud of that. Wait for it to dry a second. Oh, if only this was more square. Oh yeah, that is a good distinction, Bear. Wait for it to dry. Okay. Not the best. I think we recovered well though. It's not a horrible cylinder. Definitely not square though. So yeah, I think we're gonna call it there for the night, everybody. Success. Yeah, we still have time left, but I'm not, like I said, that there's that worm in my head that tells me to continue going, but I know I shouldn't do that. I'll just include when I was on and off, most likely around high school. It's never consistent. Here, I'll keep the stream going so we can learn how long has Bear been drawing. Unless that was the answer. But yeah, so I'm not sure if we're going to be streaming July the 4th, this Friday. We will be streaming tomorrow, Thursday. I will not be streaming Saturday, the 5th. And then hopefully everything will be back to normal on the 6th. I may not even be able to stream on the 6th. We'll see. And I am sorry for like the suddenness. It's all chaos, but it is my goal to be able to stream at least on Friday. I'm going to try my best. We may do a delayed stream, like a 8:30 one, hopefully. That was when I discovered art tutorials. Ah. What was that one art kid in real life that's better than you? That's a gut crusher. There's always going to be someone better than you in general. And that's when you ought to learn that art is not about being better than the person next to you. It's being better than you were like maybe 5 seconds ago. Maybe that's a bit too fast. Maybe 5 minutes ago, 5 days ago. Who knows? But with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for joining us and for the follow on YouTube. And thank you for the follow Backstage Passes 1232013. But yeah, once again, sincerely thank you. And of course, thank you, Cat Delano. I think we had Monkey in here earlier. Do we have anybody else? Oh, and Cal. Yes. Cool. So once again, sincerely, thank you all for joining us tonight, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now. I missed the button like 3 times.